So F this. And by this, I mean the feminists in full force. Have you heard the good word, my fully forced feminists? Google is paying its women more than men for equal work. So women aren't just making 77 cents on the dollar. Oh, what am I doing?
High-fiving a million angels.
Google just released the results of an entire study, as they do every year, on pay equity. And this year, they found that women of a large job category, the level 4 software engineer, made more money than the men. To make up for this, Google has provided about $9.7 million in adjustments to pay 10,677 Googlers an average of $908 per person. Now, had Google done a search on themselves, they would have detected this discrepancy earlier. Better yet, they should have done an Alta Vista or a Lycos search, maybe when, back in the day, maybe men made more. But it's 2019, so Yahoo! Speaking of lady power, this weekend Captain Marvel hits theaters so raging feminists and geek boys can unite for one moment in time. But being so woke as we are, there must be controversy. We can't all just go watch a superhero movie together. That's too civilized. In the lead-up, Brie Larson, who plays Captain Marvel, has been in full Thanos mode, bemoaning the unfairness of life. And she does this with every film she's in, especially if the film just plain sucked.
I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him. I want to know what that film meant to women of color, to biracial women, to teen women of color, to teens that are biracial.
Say it, sister. So brave. Standing up to the patriarchy, fighting for women. She's fighting all the way to the bank, where she'll cash that $5 million check, which to date is Marvel's highest paid superhero for a debut film. So brave. This is the usual celebrity hypocrisy. What about us, though? The little people. Who will fight for us? Thankfully, we have the feminists in full force with the freshest of all the faces. Leading the force, we have the notorious AOC, who is also a superhero now, and full-on anti-Semite Ilhan Omar. Just look at this month's Rolling Stone cover. We have the freshest of all the faces, which are necessary when you also have Nancy.
Wow.
I'm so proud, or something. Nancy's made it to the cool kids table.
Okay, you should just know that we don't do this a lot, so this is like a really huge deal.
And since we're talking about old ladies, this one announced this week that she is not, I repeat, she is not going to run in 2020.
High-fiving a million angels.
But because of feminism, Hillary Clinton also said that anyone who says she is not running is sexist. And then she tried to be funny about it on Twitter. Ah, mean girls. Back when Lindsay Lohan was sane and celebrity airheads were just actresses. Now they're politicians. Speaking again of AOC, it's been a rough week for her feminist ways. But to be fair, every week is unjust in some manner. This week, among the many culprits, are plastic bags.
I can be upset that I get 10 plastic bags at the grocery store and then have to toss out my plastic bag.
10 plastic bags? You're killing Mother Gaia. Hold on, I've got the solution.
You know what, Mr. Bag? I will have a nice day. I'm gonna hang you in my kitchen and fill you with other bags. You will eat your family.
Okay, that was a little aggressive.
No! Mortality!
Ah, mortality, yes. Newsflash, we're all going to die someday. UK women, though, are trying to make it so you aren't even born. The group Birth Strike is about 60 women and some men who vow not to have kids because of the climate catastrophe happening to our planet.
If we carry on the way we're going, it's only going to get worse, and that's not something I want to bequeath.
Thank you for not bequeathing? Silly Brits. Back home, AOC has provided the same sentiment.
Is it okay to still have children?
And thank you, AOC, for not bequeathing. Even so, we do have the next generation of feminists earning their accolades. The Girl Scouts are now giving top honors to girls who continue the narrative of Planned Parenthood. Meghna Gopalin earned the Gold Award for her volunteer work on reproductive health justice when she worked with the Women's March, which is to say, Abortion March. Now riddle me this. How are you going to train up future generations of good feminists when you're encouraging them to be aborted or are on a birth strike? Thanos, can you help me? Ah, just like that. See how the feminists are in full force? And that's just 1 week of examples. Remember the grand scheme, though. Feminism only matters when the other intersectional prongs are not involved. There's an intersectionality ladder, and you can only claim proper feminism when you are talking about it compared to white men. After that, you're automatically trampled by transgender boys in track meets. Girl power. Until next time, stay healthy, America.